Ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems, my name is Chase, and today I'm going to talk about my primary mode of creative expression, which is music. I've been spending a lot of time on techno these days and EDM music and dance music, and Unitarian Universalism, and how I've taken these two worlds, seemingly different, and have meshed them together. Now, of course, religion and art and creativity are not divorced from each other. I think most people would agree that creative expression is also a divine thing, that it's a very sacred thing to express yourself through artistic mediums of painting or music or whatever. Now, before I talk about this particular track when we're together again, I want to talk about sort of my experience with techno. So I grew up asking for the launch pad whenever like the light up shows and YouTube videos of people taking EDM songs and mapping out light shows on it was very popular. With that, it came a copy of Ableton Live Lite. So, and I had this as a teenager, and I got into trying to produce. I was always really bad with EDM music. I just could never get into it. Like I grew up on Skrillex, I grew up on EDM music, even on his old MySpace stuff, which is a makes me feel very old sometimes, but I digress. The point is, I kind of stuck to rap music, and I've been sticking to rap type music for a very long time. And I'd always try to pick up EDM music again, but I just never felt like my work was good enough to, push out too much. Well, sometime last year, I found Steyoyoke or Steyoshok. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's the ethereal techno label out of Berlin, Germany. And I just absolutely fell in love. I think it was their 12th, like ethereal techno number 12 playlist. I just couldn't let that go. I was like, wow, I have to make this. I have to get back into techno. I'm already making ethereal rap music, so I just need to somehow teach myself or find somebody to uh, you know, do this to expand my skill set in this way. Now, this story is going to sound a little crazy, maybe a little bit mythical, but it is true. When I went back to Argentina, I had made a list of things I wanted to accomplish while I was in Argentina. I was like, I want to get my Spanish level to like a C1. I want to do this and that. I want to see this thing. I want to go to this museum again. I want to revisit these places. And one of the things on my list was to find somebody who was signed to Steyoyoke and ask them to teach me techno. Now, when I was doing this, I originally looked at like Nick Devons and Monarch and like these other people. I looked at their websites, like their Instagram pages, to see if they offered any like master classes or something like that, and I couldn't. But I didn't try that hard, and it kind of left my mind for a moment because I started focusing on learning Spanish better. Fast forward in this story, one of my friends and I, we decided to go out to a local techno bar. It was like something very low key, very small and quaint, very cute place. And he knew the photographer, and the photographer knew the DJ. And then I started talking to the DJ. Thought he was a cool guy. He was a cool DJ. And we exchanged information and stuff like that. Well, then he posted on a Snapchat story that he was giving classes. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, I like this guy's music. Let me see what's. And then I realized he was signed by that label. And I was like, wow, this is the most crazy blessing that I asked for that I didn't even look for. Like, it was kind of given to me. Like, I was just in the right place in the right time. And I still can't believe it to this day. And that person, his name is Martin. I will include his Instagram. If I can find some other socials, I'll put it in the description, but I'll put his Instagram at least. And now he's my friend. I really appreciate Martin. He's a great person, and I learned a lot from him. He really took me on this journey of trying to produce ethereal techno. He's a very talented producer, and he's a great teacher, and he helped me out a lot. So just shout out Martin. He helped me produce Serpentine, which was the first ethereal techno project that I released. I didn't make a video about it because I wanted to save it for this one and just kind of talk about my experience with techno in a longer story. to make a longer video, I guess. But the chains are loose. I'm back in the United States, and it's like, okay, well now I want to make more ethereal techno, but I want to make it meaningful. Like I want to bring something different to the table. Like I'd been DJing in my church in Alabama as sort of a form of ministry, and we hosted other sober raves and family friendly raves, and allowing people to use our space not just for worship services, but just as a sacred place where people can feel comfortable and safe in their community and to just enjoy some nice music. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a Unitarian Universalist techno project. So this was attempt number one. When We're Together Again, that's the name of the song. So some fun things about this song that I'll point out when you listen to it. There's a few vocal samples. One of them is mine, and then one of them is not mine. So talking about the one that is mine, I say the light of truth, the warmth of community, and the fire of commitment, and different segments of the song, and with, of course, a little bit of just a singing vocal to go over it. I had to write this down to make sure I didn't forget. The other vocal track in the break was a sermon done by the Reverend Beth Dana in January of this year. She is from the First Unitarian Church of Dallas, and the title of that sermon was Warmth of Community.
That love will guide us through the heart. Love will guide us.
I was listening to these podcasts, everybody loves a good podcast. I was trying to still engage with Unitarian Universalism and listen to a different perspective. I've never been to this church. I have no connection to this community or this minister in any direct way, other than I was just listening to a podcast. I heard that and I was like, wow, that is so powerful. That it kept, like, I need to sample this. Like, I need to make this into art. I need to put this into a song. And that's what I did. I'm very proud of the song. I'm very proud with the way it came out. I'm also, proud of Serpentine. But yeah, going through this sort of Unitarian Universalist techno journey has been very fun. It's been very amazing, and it's very fresh. It's still very new. Like it's not even 1 year old. It's only a few months old. Like it's a baby project. Yeah, I wanted to make this video talking about it a little bit, and just, giving the backstory. I love making music. Music is my primary mode of expression. I also love videos, but this is rather secondary. Music is definitely number one for me. So to make this project, but also incorporate Unitarian Universalism in such a way that, there's a nice professional sound, is very inspiring to me. Like, it really makes me happy. It brings me so much joy to do this, and I look forward to making more. So if you like techno music, if you like that kind of that sound, consider following me on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever platform you're on. It's on all platforms, and it's out now. You can listen to it right now. I'll also put that in the description. And yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you for going on this journey with me. I invite you to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and have a great day. Thank you. Also, before I end the video, if you are a Unitarian Universalist and a producer, whether you make rap music or this type of techno music, just listen to my music, and if my music resembles your music in any way, please reach out to me. I won't promise that I will, work with every single person that reaches out to me, but I'm always looking to making those kinds of connections within our circles, within our faith tradition. So thank you so much, and have a great day.